Hi everyone, I'm Jen Baker Viviant, QHHT Practitioner, Level 3. Are you wondering how to get the very most out of your QHHT session? I want you to have the very best session you can have. And I'm going to do my very best to make sure that you get all the information you need that's the most appropriate information for you at this time. And there are some things that you can do to prepare mentally as you are getting ready for your scheduled session. So, one thing to keep in mind from the very beginning is that everyone can be hypnotized. If you can fall asleep, you can be hypnotized. You are actually in hypnosis all the time, every day, in and out of the most conscious to a more relaxed brainwave state, which we call hypnosis. And you have the ability to become connected with your higher self no matter what you are doing at any time of the day. You actually don't even need hypnosis to do this. You can do it right now if you want to try. Just think of the very first thing that comes to mind and go from there. You just keep the next thing that comes to mind, and then the next thing that comes to mind. The best thing you can do is to honor the information that comes in without criticizing it. And if that criticism happens, it's okay. You can just relax and let that criticism go and say to yourself, well, I was really interested in what that other thing was. I was just thinking, what was that again? And go back to the first thing that comes to mind. So, how do you prepare for a session? Be ready to trust. Trust yourself. Trust the process. Trust the very first thing that comes to mind. And as I mentioned, if you have some critical thoughts that come up, that's okay. You can just let them be. You can also just let them go. There's no problems with having that. As a matter of fact, I think it's a gift because you, in your QHHT session, are beginning to connect with your higher consciousness and weave that into conscious awareness at the same time. So after your session, you might have some realizations that you may have already been connecting with your higher consciousness and you didn't realize it at the time, and that you can trust those things and that you can integrate this with your conscious daily life. No matter what you're doing at any time, doing anything, you can connect with your higher consciousness. And it is so wonderful when you can. You get your own answers from your own inner wisdom. You don't have to ask anyone else. You can facilitate your own healing. So when you come for a QHHT session, you can learn to do those things. You can gain tools for discovering those things. So another thing that you can do in preparation is to let go of any expectations of anything you ever thought hypnosis was going to be. Just let them go. Forget about them. And if you have any strong expectations or assumptions about what hypnosis is, ask your practitioner about them. Talk to them about it before you go under. It's a great thing to do on your day so that you are really fresh in the mind of what you can do to let go and to trust the very first thing that comes to mind. And a little icing on the cake, if you write your questions down before you come in, not only is that going to help you know what you really wanted to focus on in your session, but your higher consciousness is working with you from the very get-go, from the very minute that you schedule your session. And when you write those questions down, know that anything that comes up while writing them down is important and it's coming from your higher self. Your higher self wants you to communicate with it. It wants a clear communication, and that is what we set out to do in a QHHT session. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.